Let's talk about bliss. When do you feel bliss? I'm Jason for AwakenedEssence.com. This is part of the Laws of Grace Awakening Framework. Can you have too much bliss? It's a bit like cockatoos. You certainly can have too much. I'll get to that in a minute. But when you start feeling that sense of pleasure and bliss because you're practicing your presence correctly, or maybe you're just having an esoteric experience, or perhaps you're just making it up in your head, you may get that sensation of more heightened pleasure, bliss. Now, when you live in presence all the time, i.e. you're permanently awake, my term for that here is abidance, where it's a habit. So when you awaken properly, you have instantaneous access to presence. Are you a biter? No? And what that means is you can access that quite easily, and if you maintain that over a period of time consciously, it'll get stronger, it gets deeper. Get right into that in the Laws of Grace course. Now, when you've been awake for a few years and you've gone through the honeymoon period and you got used to some of the nuances, what happens is that honeymoon period wears off. It's like that first kiss or the new partner or the excitement of the new car. It all just becomes very, very ordinary. A bit like me and how I handle these wild birds. There's a lot of them here. Hello, you're peaceful, I like you. So, as your neurology, and here at Awakened Essence in this framework, which I'm calling unbreakable, and please prove me wrong, is that when your neurology flips consciously and unconsciously, and that habit to be here is sort of a default, you always feel okay, even when really horrible stuff's going on. So let's just mention one thing, 2020, oh sorry Dale. I love these ones. These ones are a lot more timid, but when they know they're safe, hey, don't bite. They'll come over, and they handle affection a lot better. Hey, sweet. Hey. Oh, you've got yellow on you. Are you turning into a cockatoo? So, people talk about being in bliss. Well, when you've been permanently awake for a while, you don't say, it's a bit like a normal person saying, I'm breathing. It's normal. Do you say to people, oh, I'm breathing, it feels really amazing? You might do if you've been nearly suffocated, or you've been in an atmosphere that's filled with too much smoke. Then you get out and you get some fresh air. Oh, it feels good to be breathing. Well, bliss, peace, expansiveness just becomes really, really normal. So if you're excited or you've got people claiming about this, that and the other and bliss and all that sort of stuff, it just means they've entered it and their system hasn't become really really accustomed to it. Oh, my ear's ringing. Hey sweets. My ear's still ringing. It means you can enter this really easily. Oh, these birds are naughty. Get away from that. So, if you're awakening and your presence practice and the habit of you actually doing it throughout your day is stabilised and has done for a while, don't be surprised if the bliss tapers off. But you will still keep deepening, and then you'll get other layers of bliss that are quite different. And there's different types. So it settles more and more into your body and more into your energy systems and esoteric systems. So, but after a while you really don't care, because it's just here, and it is for me. Over 13 years of it being permanent. Hello, Dale. You're very patient. I like you. Are you Patience? There is one cockatoo here that doesn't behave like a cockatoo. It's remarkably patient and it doesn't bite. And is that you? Hey? Hey, sweet. Yeah. So take it as a sign that you're entering a new layer and that it hasn't established itself yet. That might be an interesting way of looking at bliss, because it's very easy to get hooked onto it and you can create it. I did that for 12 years in my head. Unreal practice, ego practice. Hello, don't scream in my ear, please. So for 12 years I created bliss in my mental body and in my bliss body. I got really exquisite at it and it wasn't real. So can you tell the difference between mind, mental body, ego body, bliss body, which is an esoteric energetic structure that everybody has, and that one's a lot nicer than the mind one, but can you tell the difference? In the laws of grace we get into the nitty-gritties about how to validate all of this stuff to exquisite detail. Hey biter, don't. You got to be clear with them. No, don't look at me like that. Now when you're in proper presence, you're also in peripheral vision. So I can see this bird here is a biter. I want to get my corellas up. Hey sweet, I like you. We're going to call you Patience, okay? Is that alright? Come on, doll. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is my bliss, hanging out with the wild things. And it speaks of evidence to how my habit of presence and how it's integrated into my system has become habitual, which is the basis of the laws of grace framework. And that's why I say it's unbreakable and it's mathematical and normal people can do it. Because I can teach teenagers how to study better using the exact same stuff and there's not a spiritual word spoken. Everybody wants my attention. Ow! Oh, that hurt. Hey sweets. Yeah, don't fight. But do the journal, write it down when it's happening, and if you're in the laws of grace, do the validation process with the 4 steps, and also notice the wider cycles that are happening in your life and why it may be there. That way you'll evidence it clearly. So I can feel that instantly, it's always there, like it's just normal. I can't not feel it. So it's not a big thing. And this cockatoo on my shoulder, is it a he? You a he? Such a sweetie. I'm gonna have to give you something to eat, mate, because you're just too good. It gets bullied though, aren't you sweet? Even when I'm doing complex things like making a video, being aware of my peripheral vision, watching all the birds, talking to you and being coherent, and dealing with the pain when they bite, can be done with presence, peace, yum-yums, being grounded in the planet. So you become a master at doing complex tasks and dealing with that stuff we don't like. And now everybody has that baseline thanks to 2020 and the global thing, eh? Hey. So I'll see you in the next video. I'm Jason for AwakenedEssence.com. Check out the Creek Presence Practice course and the laws of grace. Hey, sweetie. Hey, you're a darling. You're a doll. You gonna come up on my hand? You gonna come up? Come up. Come up. Come up. Come up. Come up. Ooh. You guys are all very naughty. Very, very naughty. You gonna come up? You come up on your finger, mate.